I want to share with you, these are questions asked by my friends. They want to upgrade to an EM, like yourself, near their parents, and they're thinking of Bedok, Jurong, Tampines, but they know the flats there are more than 30 years old. So they're asking me, is it a wise decision to buy older flats? Because they have read about lease decay. What is lease decay? Lease decay happens when the property price depreciates as your flats get older.
HDB sells you the flat for 99 years. After that, the flat comes back to the state, the government redevelops the land and builds new flats.
And then they have friends telling them, don't buy older units, you'll just tend to lose money. So they need an advice from a qualified person. So they ask me, is it still worth to buy older flats now? Because they know that there will be only a small pool of buyers who are willing to buy older flats. And what happens when only a small pool of buyers is willing to buy? The demand will be lower and the price of a flat will be lower as well. So the problem will arise 15 to 20 years later. When your kids are all grown up, they get married, they move out, it's just left with the two of you. Would you be able to retire with a depreciating EM? What happens when you sell your EM? Are you able to actually fully pay up your next purchase? Will you be able to get cash for your retirement? You need funds for your retirement 15 to 20 years later. And when you have no funds for your retirement, who will actually pay for your expenses? So can your property be a retirement option? I have clients who actually know about all these problems, but they still make that move. Why? That's because they know older flats can still sell. Let me show you transactions in Bedok for the past 1 month. The 4 and the 5 rooms, which are more than 40 years old, are actually being sold. And the latest transaction, a 5 room was being sold at 595,000. Do you think that's cheap? No. So it's best to do your research before blindly listening to others. EMs are rare. Government stopped building EMs in 1995. Where can you get EMs in a newer estate? No, you can't. Only in the older estate. Like it or not, you can only find a 5 room bigger than 110 square meter in the older estate. If you need bigger space, the best option you have is to go for the older estate. You work hard for 10 to 15 years to actually build a comfortable life for your family. You want to fulfill a dream to have everybody staying under one roof. You want your parents to stay with you and you want them to be comfortable. And you don't want everyone to be cramping in a very small space. I'm here to make your purchase more sensible and prudent, so you can still plan for your retirement with bigger, older flats. It's best to understand the market better, so you'll be able to make wiser decisions. At least you know there's one more pot of gold for you to retire independently. If not, who will you depend on when you retire? If you want to upgrade to older, bigger flats with proper planning, call us at HeroHomes. I'm Salwa Dean.